Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are on our way to the bus stop for our final visit to Animal Kingdom today. It is an absolutely gloriously cloud-free sunny day.
It's going to be a scorcher.
It's going to be a scorcher, and if you don't know, Animal Kingdom is 15% hotter than any other park. I don't make the rules, it's just science, it just is. So it is going to be a very hot day today, which I'm very excited about because we've not had too much of a super hot day today.
No, not so far.
I still won't get a tan, like, we don't need to worry about that, nothing gets through this factor 50. So we are headed, I'll take you up the ramp today, we are headed to the bus stop this morning. I'm not going to stress about the buses this morning, we'll get there when we get there. I didn't buy Genie Plus today. I can't decide with Animal Kingdom how much use we would actually get out of it.
I don't think there's enough use.
And we have got to do almost everything. The only thing that's on our list as a priority to do is the safaris. But once that's been done, we'll have done everything that we wanted to do in the parks. So it's just going to be quite a chilled day, especially after yesterday. Yesterday was a very long but very fun day. But we're just going to wander around, take in all the atmosphere. In Animal Kingdom, it's open till 7 p.m.
Yes.
So
it's not a long day today.
No, it's certainly not as long as yesterday, but I'm hoping to stay till close, especially to kind of take in Avatar, or Pandora I should say, take in Pandora during the evening hours when it's all lit up with the bioluminescence. So we'll go and see what time the bus arrives at this morning.
Yes. Wish us luck.
For 3 days, I have managed to successfully leave the room without forgetting anything, but not this day. Not this day. I'm now going back to the room because we forgot to replace the memory card. That's okay. That's okay. just finished a quick lunch at the Flame Tree Barbecue. Flame Tree Barbecue is a really solid quick service option here at Animal Kingdom. Food's pretty consistent all the time, and it's got an incredible seating area with these cracking views of Everest, but it's also like a labyrinth in their seating area. It just goes on and on and on. It is so much bigger than it looks from the outside. If you only passed it from the outside, it would look like there was maybe a couple of tables, but it just keeps going further and further back towards the river. It's so peaceful, normally so peaceful. We did have some noisy table neighbours today, but it's usually quite peaceful, just hanging out in the Flame Tree Barbecue for a little bit. Before that, we were on Flight of Passage. I did get a lightning lane for that again today. It was $13 per person today. So there's never going to be a time I'm not going to buy a lightning lane to get on Flight of Passage. I am keeping my fingers crossed a little bit for this evening that the queues might die down a little bit towards the end of park hours, and we might get a final ride in this evening. But if not, it's not a big deal. We've managed to go on it a few times throughout this trip. Thing that I think keeps it in my top spot is the best ride here. It's just all those little details in Flight of Passage. So like the way when you sit on the bike, and for those, if you've not been on Flight of Passage, your actual vehicle that you sit on, it's like a bike, so you get on it the same way you would a bike, and then it comes up with back restraints, leg restraints, and it has all these little details, like you can feel the Ikron that you're on breathing, and that changes. So there's a really kind of intense part of it where you're being attacked by a different type of banshee, and when your own banshee that you're riding on stops, it's panting, and as if you can hear it breathing, as if it's catching its breath. That and the soundtrack that goes along with Flight of Passage, that they've absolutely knocked it out the park. There's nothing like it. Of all the years that we've been going on that since Pandora opened here at Animal Kingdom, there's never been a single time I've been on it where it's felt old. It's felt as if I've been on it thousands of times or anything like that. It's just, to me, it's just the best experience that they have here. I'm always so baffled when I hear somebody come off of Flight of Passage and say, oh, that was okay, or I didn't like it. To me, it is the most immersive experience, the most breathtaking and gorgeous experience. I could go on and on. I probably will go on and on. I will go on and on about it. And we also did Dinosaur. Yes. We went to see Grant Seeker. We love Grant Seeker. I'll go see him 5 more times today, I would imagine. But yeah, I love Dinosaur too. This is why Animal Kingdom, I think, is my favourite park. If I only came to Orlando and only came to Animal Kingdom and only got to go on Everest, Flight of Passage and Dinosaur, I'd still be having the absolute time of my life. If I came to Orlando and only got to ride Flight of Passage or Dinosaur or Everest,
you'd be happy with it.
I'd still be having the time of my life. Exactly. How was your lunch at Flame Tree Barbecue?
It was decent. It's always just decent. It's never great or bad. It's just, you know what you get.
Yeah.
Which is what you need half the time.
Oh, there's a party starting somewhere.
Yes.
I think we've got a drum show starting. Probably have to edit out the part of me just bopping along with the drums there. Oh, it's the Flotilla.
Happy holidays, adventurers!
These flotillas are one of the highlights for me of Animal Kingdom this time. It's just so nice. Every so often the drummers go by, or Santa goes by, or characters go by. It's just lots of random little bits of magic in the middle of your day, and I love it. Part of me does think I could just sit here all day. We're actually in the old arena for Rivers of Light and the Gone But Not Forgotten Kite Tales. Just sitting having a bit of a chill here. I could sit here all day and just watch the character flotillas go by.
Grab a wee drink.
Grab a drink, exactly. But I think we're going to head off and go jump on a time rover again. See if we can catch that dino.
Yeah, the park's pretty quiet today, apart from Flight of Passage. So yeah, I think walking, jumping anything you want.
Yeah, it's a strange day today actually. The lines are quite quiet. I think the Everest was about 25 minutes. The longest lines were of course for Pandora, but they were like 55 minutes for Navi River Journey and 125 for Flight of Passage the last time I looked. Rafiki and Timon are just gone by. Yeah, so it's not a particularly heavy day in the parks in terms of the lines, but it does feel crowded walking around. It feels like we're tripping over people everywhere we go. It's one of those days where it feels quite bottlenecked here in Animal Kingdom. It's not unusual here though. This is the park I think is least well equipped to cope with crowds.
Yeah, narrow paths and
Yeah, narrow paths. Not as easy to navigate for some. I mean, obviously Ross always knows where he's going. I never know where I'm going in this park
yeah,
ever.
that baffles me.
So I'm not good with the navigation. So let's go and do some rides.
Yes.
Well, that concludes Animal Kingdom for another trip. You'll notice the lighting has changed somewhat. We didn't film much this afternoon. We went on a few more rides. We did Dinosaur again, did Everest again, had a little bit of a wander around the shops, stuff like that. And we came back to the resort fairly earlier than we planned anyway, and just had a couple hours chilling by the pool. In some cases actually literally chilling because it was quite a cold wind at the pool after you'd been in the water. So we're just having a bit of a relaxed evening tonight. We're going to get some dinner from Captain Cook's. I have ordered what I can only describe as a feast from Captain Cook's this evening. Having a decision making crisis, so I've ordered a few different things.
Feed us one country.
Yep. We'll maybe get some Dole Whips. We'll go down and sit on the beach for a little bit. Just have a wander about. Well, it's the end of another night and it is coming up on our last full day tomorrow. Last full day here at Disney. It has gone by so fast, but at the same time, some of those earlier things in the trip, things like going to Regal Eagle Smokehouse in Epcot or going to Boma, they feel like months ago at this point. I don't know if Ross feels the same. Ross is over there starting to pack his suitcase and I'm over here in denial and refusing to pack my suitcase because I'm not ready for that just yet. So we've finished up dinner at Captain Cook's. We've had a wander around the resort. They were doing the movie Under the Stars. If you're not familiar with it, at every Disney resort they do the movies on the lawns or at the pools, where they'll put the giant inflatable screens up and they'll play Disney movies. It's really nice. It's a nice touch. It's really nice to see everybody just kind of chilled and relaxed at the end of the night. The atmosphere always goes from that really frenzied atmosphere at a Disney resort just to a really nice, low, dark, chilled atmosphere when the movie comes on, which is always nice to see. Tomorrow we are going to the Magic Kingdom. for the full day, our last full day in the Magic Kingdom, our last full day here at Disney. And today we were a little bit less time in Animal Kingdom than we expected. We stayed until, what time did we stay until? Maybe about 2:30 or so. We'd just really done everything that we wanted to do. We'd seen everything that we wanted to see. It was really, really hot. We didn't want to keep wandering around and exhausting ourselves. The full day in Epcot yesterday took a bigger toll on us than I think either of us had realised this morning. I worked it out this morning. It was something like a 15-hour shift in Epcot yesterday. So it was a long day yesterday. It was good to just get a chance to come back and spend another afternoon at the pool and just really take in the resort a little bit. I'm getting to that point in the holiday where I just want to try and absorb as much of the resort and just the atmosphere here as possible. So I think we're going to have a relatively early night. It's not too early. I think it's about 7:30, something like that. And we're going to watch a movie. We're going to eat our cupcakes from Captain Cook's. I have another Moana cupcake to enjoy. And just get ourselves organised for tomorrow. And then tomorrow it is going to be hopefully open till close in the Magic Kingdom. That being said, open till close is something like 8 in the morning until 1 in the morning, so I think that's highly ambitious. I don't know, do you think we can do it, Ross?
We're going to give it a bash.
We're going to give it a bash, he says. So Ross is going to continue packing his suitcase, so he's not on camera this evening. I'm going to continue refusing to pack my suitcase. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our final trip around Animal Kingdom today, and join us next time for our final day in Magic Kingdom. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye!